Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amelia and I do content on here, obviously, but I do like vlogging, beauty, like you name it, I do it. So today, this video is gonna be about signs of a toxic partner. Now, disclaimer, these are my opinions and I had help from my co-workers from Planet Fitness and some of my close friends and some of the regulars too as well. So sit back, grab your popcorn, and we're gonna get into it. So we wrote down a long list, y'all. Like when I tell you I was up there brainstorming, I was interviewing, like I felt like, I don't know. But don't take offense if you are watching this video and you do some of the things that I say, because I mean, that's your life. And if you feel like if it works with you, then it works with you. We all got different opinions, so don't take mine to heart. So let's start with the first topic. The first topic I have is always have your phone. So what I mean by that is they either always have their phone down, they always take their phone to the bathroom, to the shower. Like, what do y'all need y'all phone for? Like, why are y'all carrying it around all the time? Me personally, my experience with my past relationships, normally when they had their phone on them, like later on I found out why. Because they were entertaining the other rats, I guess. But you know, that's the past in the past. Your girl's happy now, so we ain't gonna worry about that. But that's just a red flag for me. And I feel like some of y'all be letting that slide and y'all be like, oh, I trust him, I trust him. Girl, I don't know how you can do it. You're a strong one. The next one I have is not a good listener. I just feel like this goes for a lot of reasons. Like if you're trying to communicate like your feelings, your emotions about a topic and they're just tuning you out, or they're listening to you and they're just sitting there and they're like, okay, and they're ready for you to get done, and then they disregard everything that you said and then they start talking about what they wanted to say. They don't really hear you out. And I feel like that's messed up. And if you keep dealing with that and just dropping the situation or not expressing your feelings, you're going to end up bottle that up over time, be depressed, be mentally done with the relationship, and not really happy. Because y'all, I did that. Like I literally got tired of expressing myself without the person actually listening. And I would literally like tell them over and over again, like what I wanted and what I felt like. And I felt like it was literally going one ear out the other. And I feel like nobody deserves that at all. Next one I have is love languages. So in my past relationships, let me tell y'all my love language first before we get to what happened to me. So my love languages is words of affirmation. I love, not too clingy, but I love physical touch. Like my friends know, my sister knows, like literally I'm always hugging someone, touching on their hair. Like that's how I show my love. Like I love like physical touch. What else? I forgot how to like properly say it, but it's like actions, like doing what they're gonna say that they're gonna do, like not just telling me one thing, like they're actually like showing me everything that they wanted to do, and they barely even talk about it, they just do it. Like I love that, and I love doing that for people too as well. Like I show love by like giving them stuff, having them back, like having their back. Like when I tell y'all I'm a ride or die girl, like I will literally go through the trenches with you. Like, we'll be living on the side of the road. Like, that's how hard I'm gonna go for somebody. And yeah, people just take that for granted in the past, so it's whatever. But anyways, I feel like if you do have a different love language from your partner, you guys can adapt to each other. Like, you can adapt to their love language. Like, if they're not a clingy person, you can give them time, or they can give you like some physical touch and stuff like that. But honestly, like, my true opinion on it, I feel like if y'all don't both got the same love language, like, there's no point, because you're gonna be telling them what you need, and they're not gonna be able to give that to you. So it's just gonna be a hell of a ride, and y'all gonna be, I don't know. The next one is old flings. What I mean by old flings, y'all, I mean old DMs, old text messages, old pictures, old videos. Like, why are they in your phone still? Like, why are they your contacts still? Like, that, like, mind you, these are my opinions, so don't take these hard. But I personally feel like old flings shouldn't even be in your phone, like, at all. Like, I don't care if they were old, like, you just need to clear out your phone. Like, I understand some people don't be clearing out their phone like that, but if you just get into a relationship and you still got pictures of your ex, of the last date y'all went on, like, before y'all broke up, that's a problem. Next one is short-term memory, like, not really taking accountability for themselves. Like, if they tell you, like, oh babe, like, I'll never do that again, I'll never, like, ignore you, I'll come to you after our argument, I'll talk to you, whatever, and then they do the same thing over again, and then you call them out over and over again, like, dude, I told you to come to me, I don't care if I'm mad. Like, just little stuff like that. Like, if they're forgetting what y'all argued about, what y'all talked about, what y'all agreed on, that's a red flag, because then they're not listening to you. That goes back to the listening topic. Like, short-term memory should not be a thing, unless, like, I would say, like, short-term memory for, like, if they be like, oh babe, take out the meat, and you forget to take out the meat because you got so much going on. Like, that's acceptable. Like, my sister has short-term memory, like, but everybody knows that. But if nobody knows that you got a short-term memory and you just forgetting something, be for real. Anyways, the next one, y'all. This one drives me insane. The family one. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I have so much to say on this topic, but I'm gonna try to keep it short. I feel like family brings, like, the most drama to a relationship if you let it. I feel like, one, if your family's in the wrong and you know your family's in the wrong, there's no reason that you should be sticking up for your family. That's just my opinion. I feel like you need to know what's right and what's wrong, like, regardless if they're family or not. I'm sorry, if my family's wrong, I'm gonna let them believe what they want to believe, but I'm not gonna entertain that. It will make me go silent, literally. Like, I will not say much anymore, because then I already see how they move. Like, especially if they're supporting the other side, not really listening to you, that's a big problem as well. But we're not gonna get into all that. But I just feel like if the family is seeing, like, judging your partner from them not wanting you to be with them just for an unnecessary reason, not a valid reason, then I feel like that's, like, you don't need to hear their opinion, and you shouldn't focus on their opinion with that. But I feel like if they have a valid reason, like, if this person done did you wrong and they know about it, and you're just ignoring them, then that's a valid reason to let your family, like, you know, let them know, like, how you're feeling about the relationship or whatever. But hopefully y'all get what I'm talking about. It's just, that one's a touchy subject, like, topic for me, because, yeah. Next one, fighting. I am big on not going, like, I am big on not solving the issue and going to sleep mad, because then the next day you guys are going to be petty, you guys are not going to talk to each other, you guys are going to carry it. And then especially if your partner is just like acting like it's whatever and they're just moving on with the day and acting like y'all didn't just fight over something, then you're going to carry that in your heart, and then you're going to bring it up again, and it's going to be a worse argument because you guys didn't solve it in the first place. I feel like if you solve it in the first place, then you won't have issues in the future unless they're doing the same actions again. But I feel like that's a red flag if they're just like throwing it away and not trying to validate your feelings and make sure you're not going to bed angry. Like, I feel like that makes the relationship very toxic. The next one is alone time. You and your partner, in my opinion, should be spending time together, going on dates together, not just chilling all the time. Like, I get it if it's like financial reasons, but like, you can find ways to find cheaper ways to spend time with each other, like create a little home game, cook together, whatever. Like, you can do things with your partner. And I feel like if they're always on the phone with their friends, they're always on the game all the time with their friends, or if they always have friends over and it's never just you and them, that's a big red flag, because that means that they don't really care that you're there. They're putting their friends over you. And for me, like, I'm always gonna put like my child and my man first. Like, I'm gonna make sure I spend time with my family before I go out the way and spend time with friends. Everybody's different. I mean, I could see if like, and it's weird because I need to explain that better. I would make sure I spend enough quality time with my family so that way when I do go out with friends, or if I have friends over, it wouldn't be an issue because, you know, they spend time with me. Now, if I was like a bad partner and just like on my phone all the time, on FaceTime all the time, and ignoring my partner and not spending time with my partner, and then I want to leave and go out, they're gonna feel some type of way because they're like, dang, like, we don't even hang out, we don't even spend time together, and you're so quick to leave. You know, it's a difference. And I feel like if it comes to a point where your partner rather talks to your friends more than you, then it's either one or two things. Either one, you're not doing something right to make them want to, like, I don't know, you're either treating them wrong or they're just ignoring you. Either one, I don't know. Another one, too friendly with the other sex. I feel like if you had a best, like, for example, like, I'm straight, so if my man had a girl that was his best friend from, like, they were in high school, they never did anything with each other, they never had romantic feelings, like, the girl has her own life going on and he's made it known, like, you know, whatever, I feel like that's fine, because like, then I don't have an issue with that. But if they're constantly having new girls as their friends and I don't know them and I'm not close with them and they're following each other on Instagram, all that, that's a problem for me, because it's like, why are you following them? Why are you not introducing them to me? Why aren't we knowing them as a group, as a team? And I feel like that's disrespectful. Like, I would never be friends with a man that my partner don't know about and whatever. Like, I barely know them. Like, what? I'm not doing that. Not sticking it out. If your partner, I feel like it's a red flag if your partner is so quick to leave or so nonchalant about the relationship ending every time y'all get into an argument. Like, if they're just like, whatever, like, I don't care, like, then what you want to do? What you want to do? Like, excuse me? Like, when I get into a relationship, my end goal is marriage and kids and growing old together. If you're so quick to throw the relationship away, then I know that you don't really care about me, because if you really care about me, you're willing to stick it out. So that's a big red flag for me. Another one is not healing from the past If they're constantly comparing you to exes and talking about the past all the time, unless they have a valid reason, you know, then I feel like that's a red flag, because then like they're still focused on their past and they're not fully healed. They're gonna constantly think that, oh, you do this, then you're just like so and so. And I feel like that shouldn't be brought up in nothing. If you're fully healed, then you're not gonna keep bringing that up and throwing them in their face, because they don't want to hear you say that to them. Like, oh, you remind me of my girl, my ex-girl, da, da, da. She used to do this. Like, you're not gonna want to hear that. Next one, values. I feel like, one, if y'all don't have the same values in life, like being Christian, if like one person's Christian, the other one's not, and they're not willing to find God, like how are you gonna go through with what you want to do in life, like for God, if your partner's not willing to do the same thing? Like, I feel like it's not gonna be a good outcome of it. It's gonna be a lot of like fights and stuff and disagreements. And I feel like finding a partner that has the same values as you is very important. And if they don't care what your values are and they don't want to like change or respect you, I feel like that's a red flag. Using you, if they know, like, it goes back to a ride or die person like me. If I'm willing to go through the struggle with you, be on the streets with you, whatever, and you're not willing to do that for me, you're using the heck out of me. Because that person, if that person is literally like, oh, coming to you for the solution of the problem and not trying to figure out for themselves, they're literally using you. Especially if they don't give you no love and support and they're just coming to you straight for the problem. What? Like, get out of there, like, for real, because they're using you. Especially if they're like very too comfortable and they're nonchalant with you and they're just like, oh, they ain't gonna leave. That is using. Like, I don't know, y'all. This is a very heated video for me. I'm trying not to get hyped because there's nothing to get hyped for. Another one is showing off. Okay, so all my relationships, they've been public. Everybody knew who I was with, whatever. I'm going into this new era where I want my relationship to be private. I feel like it's nobody's business, because people are like, I feel like when you involve too many people, that's negative energy, that's unwanted opinions about your relationship. So I'd rather keep it hush hush and keep it between me and my partner. Private life is better. But there's a but with that. If you're private, you shouldn't be acting single. You should be definitely acting taken. People should know that you're taken, but they don't gotta know who you're taken with. That's my big thing on private life. Like, I love the private life. I'm not gonna act single. Y'all gonna know that I'm in a relationship, just not public relationship. Now that's if they're private and acting single, and that's a big red flag, because that means that they don't want you and they're entertaining other people or they have other girlfriends. So and the last one, y'all, is not having the end goal. That is a like red flag, because if you want kids and they don't want kids, how are you gonna change that man? You're not. Unless they someday wake up and be like, dang, I want a kid. But then you're gonna also be thinking of that, dang, like, they never wanted a kid, now they want a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't ever want to force what you want on someone, and you don't want them to force what they want on you. Like, if you don't believe in marriage and they want to get married, you shouldn't get married with them just because to shut them up or whatever. Like, no. I dealt with that one. But anyways, I feel like it's very important for you and your partner to have the same end goal. Because if you want to live a long life with that person and have kids, get married, whatever the case may be for you, both of y'all need to agree to that, because you don't want to be forcing something or trying to be happy in something that you don't want. And yeah, that is the end of my signs of a toxic partner. And I want you guys to comment down below which one was your favorite, which one you agreed on. And if you guys don't agree with mine, like, feel free to leave your opinion down below. Like, I love to hear other people's opinions on how they see things. And again, like, these are my opinions, so don't take it too personal. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, me giving advice or story times on my experiences, like, I am free and open to do that, because if I can help somebody out or help someone through something, I would be down to do that. Like, this is what I'm doing YouTube for. I want to help girls that are going through the similar situation as me get through it. I want them to know, like, you can do it, and there is a better thing that you're gonna get in life if you leave. You know what I'm saying? And just in general, like, I don't know. I love you guys, and I'm thankful to say that I finally hit 83 subscribers. So I'm thankful for all of you guys who are supporting me and would love to continue this journey with me. I've been wanting to do YouTube for a long time, so I'm glad that I finally have the passion to do it and not be afraid anymore. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and please subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.